Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Myself, I am Lavkush Jogi. I have completed M.sc in Agriculture Seed Science and Technology, specialization Seed Science and Technology from HNBGU, a Central University, SRINAGAR, Uttarakhand in 2020. I have got 52 rank in PhD program Seed Science and Technology from Indian Council of Agriculture Research in 2021. Today I am going to topic seed germination testing. Seed germination is a series of well-programmed steps which enable the expansion of inert genetic information of seed in the form of embryo emergence. Seed germination depends on a favorable combinations of several external and internal factors in a nature. Seed must wait for the combinations of occur of their germination. Seed germination is the reception of active growth of the embryo that result in the rupture of seed coat and the emergence of young plant. Defined as seed germination is a laboratory test, the emergence and development of the seedling to a stage where the aspect of its gentle structure indicates whether or not it is able to develop further into a satisfactory plant under the favorable condition in the soils. From agriculture point of view, the germination may be defined as a process which begins when the dry seed is planted is moist seed soil and ends when seedling emerges above ground. Type of germination, there are two types. First, apical germination. In this case, the cotyledons are lifted above the ground and they act as the first leaves as result of the rapid elongation of cotyledons. The take place in the seeds such of castor, cotton, sunflower, bean, pine, etc. Second, hypogel germination. In this case, the cotyledons remain inside the soil and the epicotyl elongate and pushes the plumule above. It takes place in the seed such as pea, mango, maize, etc. Phase of germination. First, imbibition phase, rapid uptake of water. Second, active metabolism, major metabolic pathway affected are respirations. Protein synthesis, DNA replication, RNA synthesis, etc. 3. Cell expansion and seedling preparations. Factor affecting seed germination. Internal factor seed dormancy, no dormancy. Seed age of or proper. Maturity proper. Mechanical damage, no damage. External factor, water affected by seed around 2-3 times of etc dry wet. Air O2 and CO2, oxygen and carbon dioxide. The maximum O2 concentration required during germination is normally similar to that present in air and oxygen concentration less than. This reduces ability of the seed to germinate. Temperature, it varies with crop. However, optimum range is 15 to 30 degrees Celsius. Light, seed of many species require light for germination. The maximum promotion of germination occur between wavelength of 660 of 670 nanometer with a peak of 670 nanometer red area. Wavelength above the 700 nanometer and blue 290 nanometer inhibits seed germination. Why seed germination testing? The objective of laboratory seed germination testing is to assess seed quality or viability and to predicate performance of seed and seedling in the field. The ultimate aims of testing the germination and laboratory is to obtain information about the planting value of the seed sample. In addition, the laboratory germination results are also required for the comparing of performance of the different seed lot. A notified laboratory under Seed Act or qualified laboratory of staff for testing seed must test seed before sale. Purpose of seed germination testing: showing purpose with a view of decided to seed rate of achieved desired field displacement. Labeling purpose, seed certification purpose, seed act and law enforcement purpose. Factor that can affect the performance of seed in germination test: genetic constitution, seed maturity, mechanical damage to seed, diseased seed, old seed, seed stored under high moisture, excessive heating of seed during storage or drying. General principle of seed germination testing. The most common test is a worm germination test because it is required to by seed law of appear on the label. The percentage of germinating seed in worm germination test must be printed on the label of the seed if it is to be sold of seed. The worm germination test reflects the field emergence of potential of seed lot under ideal planting conditions. A minimum of 400 seed are required to be tested in 4 replication of 100 seed each or 8 replication 50 seed each or 16 replication of 25 seed each. Seeds. Seeds save received no pre-treatment except those recommended. The seed arranged in replicated are tested under favorable moisture conditions in accordance with the prescribed temperature. 100 seed 4 replication, 50 seed 8 replication, 25 seed 16 replications. General requirements of seed germination testing: suitable substratum, proper sand or soil, adequate moisture, water pH 6 to 7.5 do, enogent, favorable temperature as per crop, light required for germination in some of the crops like lettuce, tobacco, chemicals, KNO3, GA3, ethepone as prescribed by STA. Pre-chilling, also called stratification, and the exposing, it is exposing of immediate seed to be cool temperature, usually between 5 to 10 degrees Celsius for period of time, days, week of or month. Duration of germination test: number of days to first and final count. Essential equipment and other for germination test. Seed germinator. They are essential requirements for germination testing for maintaining to specific condition of temperature, relative humidity and light. The seed germinator are generally of two types, namely cabinet germinations and walk-in germinators. Counting devices. The counting board of automatic seed counter to count of the seed for germination testing in to increase efficiency. Other equipment required: refrigerator, scarifier, hot water bath, incubator, forests, spatula, germination box, plastic plates, roll, towels, tents, and plastic or surgical trays, etc. A large oven with temperature range 100 to 100 degrees Celsius is also required for sterilizing the scent. Miscellaneous items, glassware, and chemicals required. Germination proper and sand are the basic supplies required for the germination test. Some glassware, such a petri dishes, breakers, funnel, measuring cylinder, muslin, muslin cloths, rubber band and tube etc. and certain chemicals like potassium nitrate, thiourea, gibberellic acid, and tetrazolium chloride are required for specific purposes. Procedures: farm working sample take 400 seed are random. Method can be between proper BP to top paper TP send as proper recommendations for crops. Planting seed are 100 planting plant seed as 100 multiply 4 application 50 multiply 8 replication 25 multiply 16 replications. Provide temperature or light of humidity as recommended. Germination count first and final as per the species. Seedling evolutions. After the specific duration varies with the species, the seedling are evaluated very carefully and categorized as normal seedling, abnormal seedling, dead seed, fresh, ungerminated, and hard seed. First and second count we are usually taken in case of top proper and between proper media, however in single final count is made in case of stand test. Normal seedling: a seedling is considered a normal when it is so of capacity of continued development into normal plants. It is possess all the essential structure as well developed root system in an active plumule with a well developed green leaf as well developed and inactive hypocotyledons. One cotyledon for seedling and monocotyledons are two cotyledons and seedling on dicotyledons. Seedling with slight defect provide they slow snow vigorous and balanced development of the other essential structures. Seedling with secondary infection. Abnormal seedling are those which do not show the capacity of continued development into the normal plants when grown in good quality soil and water favorable condition of water supply temperature not and light. Seedling with the following of defect shall be classified and abnormals. Damaged seedling with no cotyledons. Deformed seedling with weak and or unbalanced development of essential structure. De- Declared seedling in which may be of the essential structure and diseased are declared. Hard seed seed which do not absorb moisture till the end of the test period and remain hard seed of Leguminosae and Malvaceae family. Fresh and ungerminated seed which neither hard or hard have germinated but remained firm and apparently viable at the end of the test period. Dead seeds Dead seeds at the end of the test of period are neither hard or nor fresh or have produced any part of seedling. Often dead seed coleopes and milky paste come out comes out when pressed at all end of test. Calculation and expectations result. Germination percentage equal number of normal seedling divided total number of seed planted multiply 100. The result of germination calculated as the advantage of the 4 application and 100 seed R of case may be the percentage of calculated to the nearest whole number. When to retest. If your resulting of test 2 considered to unsatisfactory will not to reported, and second test will be made by the same method of alternative method under the following circumstance. Improper test condition, dormancy, persistence, fresh, ungerminated seed are photogicity or spread of fungi or bacteria, the average of two tests shall be reported. Replicated performance is out of tolerance. The result of a germination test can be relied upon only if the difference between the highest and the lowest replication is within the expected tolerance. To decided if two tests resulting of the same sample are computed, again the tolerance table 2 is used to for resulting being incorrect due to the wrong of equating of seedling or counting or errors in test conditions. Accuracy is in counting and reporting results.